Hello, my name is Allison Gordon Wright, and I am one of the immigration attorneys here at Villafranca Law. And today I want to talk to you about sponsoring your own green card. So, in US immigration law, usually to immigrate to the United States, and by that I mean to get a green card, to become what we call a lawful permanent resident, or you'll hear us saying LPR for short. You have to have a sponsor. You have to have a family sponsor or an employer sponsor, someone who petitions for your green card. So a US citizen spouse is a great example, or an employer who wants you to come work for their company, right? That is the petitioner who helps you get the green card. But what happens when you're an entrepreneur? You want to run your own business in the United States and you want a green card. You want the security that comes with being a lawful permanent resident, with knowing that you don't have to renew a visa every 2 years, right? We get that. And so we work with entrepreneurs. We work with individuals who run their own businesses and who apply for their own green cards. Well, how does one do that? It's not simple. Like I said, usually you have to have an employer petition for you. And when you have your own business, you are the one petitioning for yourself. And to do that, one way is to show that your work is going to be in the United States national interest. So usually to get an employer, you have to have an employer sponsor your green card. If you want a way around that, you can do that by showing that your work really matters to the United States. So this is forward-looking, right? You don't have to be in the United States already. You could be doing similar work from abroad and you want to come to the US to start your own business. Sometimes people think they have to already be here on some kind of visa. You certainly can be here on a visa. We often have clients who first come to the US on an E2 visa, for example, an investor visa. And you can watch our videos. We have lots of videos on the E2 investor visa. So you might come to the United States on the E2 and then get your, want to apply for your green card from within the United States. But you can totally apply from abroad as well. There's no requirement that you're here already doing that work, because the work is forward-looking. We want to show that your work is in the national interest of the United States, and we look ahead to what you will do. Now, what you're currently doing does matter, right? Because we want to show that you're well-positioned to do this work, that you're likely to succeed in this proposed endeavor. We don't want someone who has no background running a business or working in a certain field who says, I can successfully lead that kind of business, right? Like we want your background to make sense for the proposed endeavor, but it's really important that you know that it's forward-looking and it doesn't have to be something that you're already doing right now. And so why I really like these national interest waiver cases is because you get to be creative as far as what your proposed endeavor is. If your proposed endeavor is running a business in the United States, think about, why does your business matter to the United States? Who in the government cares about the work you do? Right? It doesn't have to be the president or members of Congress, but if you can think like, oh, actually, I recently read the president mentioned that this was part of, my industry was a part of a new initiative, then that's really, really helpful and can help us present a strong national interest waiver case for you. If you have your own business, if you want to, obtain a green card from in the United States, if this national interest waiver concept sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to schedule a consultation with us, and don't write yourself out. Don't count yourself out just based on the industry you're in, right? We get to be creative. So I'll give you an example of a recent success story we've had. A client came to us who worked in marketing, and they had their own very successful marketing firm, but how do we show that this marketing firm matters to the United States? How do we show that it rises to the level of national interest? That can be hard, right? And we talked to this client in a consultation about the kinds of cases that we see to be successful. And we talked about what it meant to have a proposed endeavor, the things I'm mentioning today, right? That it's forward looking. And the client came up with an idea to use the marketing company that they own and successfully run to raise money for education. Well, that is a proposed endeavor, and that matters, right? To support individuals in the United States, students, to be able to, reach their educational goals. We can certainly make arguments that that work is in the national interest. And so we did show that, and we got that case approved, which was really exciting, both for us and, of course, certainly for the client. And so I encourage you to schedule a consultation with us. If you are an entrepreneur, you want to live and work in the United States, you want to obtain your green card, and we can chat about the proposed endeavor. We can chat about the process and putting together a strong case for you to show that your work will be in the national interest, so we can hopefully win your national interest waiver case as well, so that you have security to build and grow your business here in the United States. I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks so much.